It's a lovely Friday afternoon, and I've come to Refsnesstranda Beach just to go for a little walk and make a little vlog about this beach. I'm using the Canon R8 with the 24 to 105 millimeter f4 to 7.1 kit lens, and I have the lens stabilization on and also the electronic stabilization, and I'm using the DJI Mic Mini for audio. The weather is very nice today. The temperature could be a bit higher. It's only about 15-16 degrees, but the wind is quite calm, and we finally got some clear blue sky after a lot of rain lately. So I'm shooting in manual mode today, trying to learn more about the different camera settings. I'm shooting in 60 frames per second, normal color mode, 4K, and the shutter speed is 1 over 125. So I'm trying to stick to the 180 degrees rule, and I have put on a variable ND filter on the lens. So I was expecting there to be a lot more people here because schools are out for summer, and the weather is pretty nice, but there were only a couple of cars on the parking lot, so that's good, I think, because I don't like vlogging when there's a lot of people around. The 24 millimeter focal length is a little bit too narrow, but I find that one of the advantages with this lens is that it protrudes so much that I can hold the camera by the lens and just straighten my arm, and I get a pretty decent shot. So I just discovered that I had accidentally put the camera in manual focus mode, and so I don't know if when that happened, and if my shots were in focus in the beginning of this session. It is quite, in bright light, daylight light like this, it is quite difficult to see the picture on the screen. So the beach is almost totally empty. But this beach here, this part of the beach is totally empty, but on the other side of that little canal, there are 2 people out walking, and that's all. So It's not bad to have a beautiful long beach like this totally to myself. So the last few weeks, the temperature has been somewhere between 12 and 15, 16 degrees Celsius. So that's why I'm guessing the water temperature is quite cold. So I wouldn't think of going for a swim today. But I'm hoping we will get some higher temperatures when I start my summer holiday next week. So when I'm comparing the Canon R8 to my action camera, the DJI Action 5 Pro and the Pocket 3. Of course, those cameras are more handy for these vlogging videos. But I do find that when I manage to nail the settings and when the lighting conditions are good, the footage coming from the Canon is superior to those action cameras. So I'm still trying to get used to this camera and testing the different settings and trying to make it work as a vlogging camera. The main purpose of this camera is, of course, for photography. But if I'm traveling somewhere and I'm bringing this camera, why not also shoot some travel videos? Because they look pretty amazing whenever I get the settings right, and also if I manage to place myself or the subject of the video in accordance with where the sun is. So yeah. So now I've come to Obrestad Harbor. Very nice little harbor with a lot of fishing boats, and there are some people having picnic. And I find these weathered buildings here very interesting.
Todo iluminado por el sol, una ventana de ilusión, niños jugando y las flores brotando, y en ese instante parece todo volver al antes, todo iluminado por el sol. Una ventana de ilusión, miedo y llanto, una niña buscando entre gritos y espanto, una madre esperando. Por el sol, una ventana de ilusión, tantos sobrevivientes, cuántas heridas llevan, todo lo que ni se debe ver lo vivieron, todo iluminado por el sol. Una ventana de ilusión. ¿Qué nos está pasando? Algo se está logrando. ¿Quién diría que esta obra es del ser humano? Todo iluminado por el sol. Una ventana de ilusión.
So I was starting to film these sheep in this field, and suddenly I noticed that is not a sheep. And that is not a sheep. So I'm guessing they must be llamas or something. So that was just a quick little stop in Obrestad Harbor. And I have one more place I want to check out, and that is on the other side of that hill. There is a lighthouse, and that's my next stop. So I've come to my final destination for today's walk, and this is Obrestad Lighthouse. And this lighthouse is surrounded by quite a lot of these wartime bunkers. Like most of the hills in this area, there are some bunkers. There's a bunker near the road here, and there are some bunkers out on the field. So this lighthouse is a very popular tourist destination all year round. The weather out here can be very challenging with heavy winds and a lot of rough weather. So there's a weather station also here. And I do think that you can actually rent a room here if you want to stay here during the summer. So this lighthouse has been decommissioned now. And it's it's probably fully automated, but I think they have switched to another lighthouse on a little island off the coast. So it seems like there is some kind of art expedition inside the main building. Textile and sculpture, it says. Also there's a plaque here with some information about the lighthouse. Okay, it was automated in 1982 and has been unmanned since 1991. So I often come here during winter and autumn because I like to experience the more rough weather with heavy winds, and to have a look at the enormous waves that we sometimes get here. And there is a very nice vantage point at the edge of this hill. So Obrestad Harbor, where I was in the last segment, is on the other side of that hill there.
La felicidad, como una luz fugaz, un instante que se va, que se va. Trato siempre de pensar que se da. Es un instante que se va, que se va.
So I'll be heading back to the car because I have a pretty long drive back to my house from here. About 40 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's the Canon R8 is a very nice light little camera for vlogging, and one of the advantages with bringing this camera is that I can also easily shoot some very nice pictures whenever I want, and as long as I manage to nail the settings, the video is very good. The main drawback with this camera, I have to say, is the battery capacity. I just had to switch out the battery. Luckily, I brought an extra battery with me in my pocket. Especially when I'm shooting 4K videos, it eats through the batteries very fast. So that's something I wish they had improved. But all in all, it's a very nice camera, and it is also small enough that it doesn't look too professional. When you're out vlogging, you can easily just put it down and hold it in your hand, and it's easy to just put in your bag or something. So I was just sitting here in the car and just scrolling back and looking at some of the footage. The main problem when I'm out vlogging like this and trying to keep the settings to manual is when I'm walking around and the light is constantly shifting. Sometimes I'm facing the sun, sometimes the sun is behind me, sometimes I'm walking through a shaded area. It is difficult to because I have to constantly trying to adjust the ND filter and maybe the f-stop. So that's pretty annoying, because the action camera does everything automatically. I could, of course, have just kept everything on automatic on this camera as well, and I have tried that before, and I was pretty happy with the footage. But today the main focus was to try to stick to the 180 degrees rule and try to adjust the other settings accordingly. I'm still trying to figure out what is best, like if the shot is over exposed, if I should just adjust the ND filter, or I should be messing with the f-stop. So every time I bring out my camera, it's just another experiment, trying. It's a learning process. I'm hoping that eventually I will learn sufficient set of skills that I can nail the shots every time, especially since in this part of the world the weather is constantly changing, and I need to know when the light shifts, what do I do with the camera. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. I've been shooting in 60 frames per second today, and I can see now that I am getting a temperature warning. It is on level 4, and it goes all the way up to 10, I think, or 8. So I'm about 50% before the camera will shut down to cool down. So, but I didn't notice that warning until now when I'm back in the car, and the car has been baking in the sun while I was out walking. So it's pretty warm in here. So I don't think it is a problem when I'm walking outside in 15, 16 degrees Celsius, and there's also a bit of a breeze. So yeah, okay, thanks for now.